We're literally waiting on you, sir.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Southeast Conversations podcast. Can I get some noise?
Woo!
Lovely, lovely, jubbly. So, joined by your host today, we have a guest, but I shall let the ladies introduce them. So, girls, if you want to introduce yourself.
I am Odu Unlimited, and here with me is the stunning
Demebi.
Demebs.
I didn't where did that nickname come from?
It's from Thames.
Oh.
Yeah, we know Thames, guys. So yeah.
But does Thames know us?
That's a good one. And we have with us
the one and only. Hey guys, my name is Clint Walker, also known as Vintage. Thank you guys for having me on this show.
Yeah.
This is great stuff.
Yeah, you pay us later, but yeah.
Installments, please, installments.
Take Klarna.
Yeah. I am a actor as well as a musician. I like to dabble in both waters just to see what would stick. And yeah, you know what? It's weird because I don't really like to say I'm an actor, I'm a writer, song, whatever. I'd probably just put it all in one.
Yeah.
Just say I'm an
Entertainer.
artist.
Oh, yeah, artist.
Entertainer or artist. Just
Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, that's me.
It's good.
Great stuff. Yeah. So, Vintage is a good friend of mine. He's basically here to discuss what life is like chasing the dream. Basically,
Crazy.
In the entertainment industry.
Crazy.
Crazy is a good adjective for it.
Subtitle.
Yeah. So, yeah. Firstly, though, before we start getting into the serious bits, has anyone here seen Deadpool?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah.
Crazy.
Pardon?
You know what? I saw it in 4D. 3D, 4D, yeah.
Whew.
It was,
Yeah,
It was
where?
interesting.
Where'd you go?
O2.
Wow.
Yeah.
I tried to, but by the
Money.
time I was ready.
No, it's expensive.
Sorry, that's money.
Yeah, £22 per, well, I think it's gone, I don't know.
It's like
22 or
25 something.
Yeah, it's not cheap. But it's a good experience, at least experience
100%.
once.
Yeah, I'm glad you went. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
I tried to, but they stopped showing 4D already.
Oh, no, they're still showing it.
No, I tried yesterday.
It's not all the time they show it. That's the thing, they're like specific on the time they actually show it, yeah.
Certain days,
Yeah, I was supposed to go yesterday, my younger brother, but
Oh.
Try Friday.
Well, I'm going to spoil it for you.
no, you're not. You
It's
guys
always
want to see
fun.
me
A
fight?
movie you ever watched that's already reached $1 billion. Can you imagine?
True.
Engrossing revenue.
It's not my
Yeah.
fault
I
if I
mean,
do.
it's
$1 billion.
action.
Yeah.
They are fighting.
They're fighting. You know what? Okay, this is going to spoil it for you.
Spoilers.
It's difficult, especially with someone like me, and
Yeah.
ID knows this. Like, I am a superhero nerd. Like, when it comes to
Yeah.
Marvel, that's my
Marvel,
bag. man.
yes.
That's
Thank
my bag.
you.
I'm the guy that reads the comics. I'm the guy that look out for the short films.
Yeah.
I'm the guy that looks for the live action. Hey.
You said you were going to watch that for your birthday, innit? Did you actually end up going on your birthday?
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. I did.
So you did.
I did. I went the day before my birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
You couldn't wait, innit?
Nah.
Listen, I went that midnight showing.
Yeah. You know, I
Me and
paid
my
I
guy.
paid for it. I paid for it. You know what? I actually ended up I went there and they told me I booked it at the wrong time. So when I did 12 a.m., I thought it was 12 a.m. of the
Yes.
So
Nah,
at least
they
I got my
confused
money
me.
back. I got my money back and I was
Okay.
able to like watch it again.
again.
In 4D this time. So yeah,
Yeah,
I was
I'm
happy.
telling you, I
I was
couldn't
so
wait.
upset that day. I was so upset. But yeah, I ended up
Yeah,
watching it.
Marvel fans know it's a must.
Bro.
To see it the first day because
Yeah.
it will get ruined for you.
When I
Yeah,
was when I was in
exactly.
uni, I used to do that, like with girls group. But like now, yeah.
Do you want to know something? I don't know if it's just an age thing now, but I love going to the movies by myself.
Oh my
Really?
god.
It's
I've
one
done
of
it
the
once.
craziest feelings.
Same.
Because
Yeah,
we're
I
so
think I've
used to
done
like,
it once.
having our guys
Yeah,
there, our girls there,
yeah.
whatever. But the day you actually say, let me just get my
Cover
snack,
myself,
get my
yeah.
hot dog, get my nachos, let me just do my
I
thing.
feel
on
like
what-
if I go there by myself, I'm just going to I'm going to do the most with food.
like eat.
Yeah.
As
Going
you
to have
should.
the largest bucket of pop.
As you
There's
should.
nobody judging me and the biggest drink.
Quickly. Add one more on top.
Yeah, 6 something. I'm 5. I'm very short. I'll just expand. So I don't want to be doing things like
We have
that.
gym, don't worry.
I don't want to. You use. 5 hours to burn 600 calories. You get it back in 2 minutes. Please. So yeah.
I think if you're gonna watch Deadpool 4DX, don't buy popcorn, don't buy any snacks, no nothing, because
Everything's gonna be
oh
flying.
my god,
Yeah.
my food was flying around. I was there like sitting like this trying to like it was not working. It was horrible. And I tried to eat so quick.
Yeah. Just before something crazy.
And they splash water on you. Where
Yeah.
do you know it comes from? And your drink is open. You're like, what the?
Everything goes in there.
It's just,
I'm
nah,
telling
it was
you.
annoying. I was like, never again.
A mini like roller coaster. You're
Yeah,
in there.
like your
It's
seats are moving. There's breeze blowing from different angles.
everywhere.
You know.
You're
Yeah, it's
feeling it.
crazy.
Actually,
but
that
it's
sounds like a
nice.
nice experience.
No, it
I'm
is.
telling you.
Oh, I love
please.
the snow. Did you guys? I don't know if you guys have done the 4DX, but you know, with Deadpool in the beginning, there was snow. They actually had fake snow dropping.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
They actually
I
go
loved
ham.
it.
It's the wave. It's the
They go
wave.
ham.
you guys should actually experience.
I have, yeah.
Amazing.
I think the best movie I ever did that for was Top Gun. Are you guys aware of Top Gun?
Ah,
With Tom
yeah.
Cruise and
Someone
the whole
said-
Maverick.
Someone
Yeah.
said it was Shang-Chi. You know Shang-Chi
Yes.
with the 10 rings. I
Yes,
find that
yes,
one was
yes.
really good.
That's
as well.
also good with a lot of action.
Spider-Man.
I
Spider-Man.
Were we
Spider-Man.
together?
Nah.
No, we didn't. We
I
didn't.
think we linked up afterwards.
Yeah.
Not
But
yet.
Spidey?
this is going away from.
Sorry. You see what happens, people? You see what happens when we do when it comes to Marvel? I'm sorry. I digress.
There's just so much. Just so much.
Please, let's digress. I'm feeling very left out here.
I was looking
just
at her.
looked out
I was looking
smiling.
at her the whole time. I was like, look at her.
Is this the
Let's get-
struggles
let's
that
get
you're
involved.
facing?
Let's
Is this
get
the struggles
involved.
that you're facing in the
Oh my
industry?
gosh.
Is this what you came to talk about?
I'm an actor, no?
Okay.
So look at these things that we do.
Exactly.
But yes,
Okay,
please.
so
Sorry.
what else is new that has piqued your interest? Any new movies that's out that's piqued your interest?
I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching what's the name of this show? Modern Family.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah?
it is hilarious.
I just recently got into it. I think I'm on like season 8 or 9.
Oh, you've been watching.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
like
You've been
I
watching,
feel like
watching it.
it's just one of those ones. Like once I start it, when I'm bored or like when I'm not doing anything, I just put it on in the
Right.
background. Yeah.
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 It's
but
Someone
I
got
haven't
me
watched
into it. I was
anything.
doing someone's hair and they just said, have you watched Modern Family before? I said, no. They're like, okay, we'll just put it. Like, it's interesting.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
the only
quite
reason why I
funny.
got into it. Because someone just put it on for me. But yeah, it's interesting.
Favorite character in Modern Family?
Favorite character? Oh, Gloria.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
She's hilarious.
Yep.
Is Gloria the Hispanic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hispanic,
Yeah.
okay.
Her
Griselda.
accent just makes it more like spicy and
yeah,
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is the gay guy's name again?
There are two.
That's true. The one that is very...
Mitchell and Cam.
So who's Cam? Yeah, he's
Cam.
my favorite.
Yeah, I like Cam as well.
Like, his
I briefly
personality.
watched it. I haven't really like dived too much into it.
Same.
I
I've only
think-
seen like a few episodes.
Yeah, I think mine was Big Bang Theory. That was
Oh,
my
yeah, I'm
show.
a fan of
You
that.
guys, have you guys watched that?
No, I haven't.
Never.
Never. Never. But I know about it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like
I grew up in
everyone,
Nigeria.
everyone
We're
knows
watching
it.
Papa Jasco. We're watching
Oh
this
my
live.
god! Why have I watched
But
all
that's
these shows?
like-
But then that's
I've
a
watched Papa
classic.
Jasco. That is a
That's
throwback.
Yes.
Standard
Who's-
classic.
Who's Modern Family? Who's watching Modern Family?
That's
with you?
true. That's true.
At most,
Super
at
Story.
most,
Yeah.
At most, we watch Hannah Montana. But all these Modern Family, what's that?
Hannah
Yeah, no, that was
Hannah
my
Montana was a
favorite.
banger. Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
Wizard of
Number one.
Waverly Place.
Waverly Place.
Yes. I love My Wife and Kids. No one can take that away from me.
Oh.
Ever.
Tell one more time.
Like,
One
My
One
Wife
more
and
time.
Kids is one of the best shows ever. I love it.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch all of those when it was actually happening. It was just
Yeah.
one of those things where I
Yeah.
got into
would-
them.
After,
Came on
yeah,
TV.
yeah.
Even Marvel, like I started it from like the beginning. Was it Ant-Man or whatever? Like,
Oh, Iron Man.
Iron Man,
Yeah,
you mean?
yeah.
Said Ant-Man, I was like, that's not the
I,
beginning.
no,
Iron
Oh,
Man.
Ant-Man. You actually started from Ant-Man.
no. I think like it was one of those ones.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
like all the way. It's
So
very old.
the very first one
The very
was
first one.
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
And that was in 2008.
Technically, the very first one was Hawk.
No, I'm just.
Well,
No.
Okay,
it's
okay,
Iron
guys,
Man.
Iron Man,
Marvel,
then
Marvel,
Before we
it's
go
Iron
back
Man.
into Marvel again,
Really?
I just, it was just a brief,
A brief little.
Yes. Let's go back on track, please. I can't continue with Marvel again, please.
Okay, one thing I wanted to talk about. Let's shift directions. Is the new wave of TikTok rappers. I've been
Right.
seeing a lot of people sampling stuff. basically making 30-second songs and blowing up, and then people realize they can't make an actual song.
Oh,
The attention
Thoughts?
span
Oof.
is like it is diminishing. Like the songs that I actually like, and I'm like, why is it done? Like I was still enjoying that, and then it's obviously because of the replay value. Like everything's just monetized. So I think it's just all about the money now, and obviously, yeah, TikTok has done a number on like artists, and even when like newer artists or like more seasoned artists put out new songs, people expect it. It's like I remember when Beyonce dropped what's not that the one she went on tour. You went to the tour.
The cowboy one.
Yeah, the cowboy
No,
one.
you went to
Renaissance.
Renaissance.
Oh.
When she dropped Renaissance, and like people were like, "Oh, it's too late for her to," or I can't remember what they were saying, but it was just like the time was done. Basically, they weren't ready for her, or they didn't feel like the song was going to stay on the charts for that long. But because she has so much experience, and even with Victoria Monet, with the On My Mama song, it's like, oh, it's done now. Like, sing something else. Tyler as well. It's like they're not giving artists the time to enjoy like the success.
Creating.
Oh, yeah, and creating as well the success of their songs. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like the shorter it is and the quicker it washes out, or it quicker it comes in, is the quicker it's going to go out. It's going to go back out. So if you're releasing songs like 30-minute songs or whatever, it's like, yeah, you'd have your moment, but
You mean 3 minutes?
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
So 30 minutes. Who's making music for 30 minutes?
That's a whole album.
That's a full album ready.
So yeah, if you release an album of 30 seconds, yeah, you have your moment, but it's going to be very short. So yeah, I guess that's really it.
Fair. What's your thoughts?
And what again? Sorry.
Who's dad?
It's just wait for so long, I forgot what the topic was.
The new wave of like...
TikTok rappers.
You know what? Personally, because TikTok is now my thing. So like most of the music I listen to has come from TikTok. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Right,
Like when they're popping, I'm like, oh, I like this one. Like
me
even
hear what this is
genres I don't
from.
usually listen to, I'm like, oh, I like this though, and I will then download it to my Apple Music. So it's
Right.
like I get it, but at the same time I get what she's saying as well, which makes absolute sense. But I don't know, TikTok has
But
a
don't you
hold over me in
think-
some kind of way.
Yeah.
But don't you think it's like... Because that's good when it comes to like...
Advertising,
publicising,
marketing,
yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
But then that's actual real music, because
Yeah.
you're not gonna... I don't imagine you download a 30-second song or whatever, or like just a snippet. It's like...
I
if you're-
would.
Really?
Yeah, if I like it that much and I want to listen to it while I'm driving or something, I will download it. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I would. And some people will, because they're like very much into TikTok, and I don't know, like I won't say I'm too influenced, but like there's just certain sounds, like even though it's like 30-second, 1 minute, I will. Yeah. I'm part of that demographic.
Thoughts, V?
Sorry, guys.
As an artist?
I think I agree wholeheartedly with what both of you said. To me, it's consumerism. I think it's just boils down to us as consumers. I'm guessing we're all from the generation of like, well, we're all 90s kids, right? We're all 90s kids. So
Imagine we're not, we shake our
crazy. No, crazy. It's only because I've done like a full on like one-to-one surveys with people, from both either 90s, 80s to 2000s, And when I tell you the 2000s are like, bro, when I tell them songs from the 90s and they're like, who?
Oh,
Do you know how
don't
it really
do that.
hurts my heart, man?
Don't
It breaks
do
my
that.
heart. So it's like I can't blame them for like, do you know what I mean, because the way how their brain is wired is not how we
Yeah.
are. Bro, we're into songs that are like 5 minutes long. If you really
Yeah.
deep it. If you go to the archives of the
Yeah.
90s R&B,
Yeah.
like 5 minute
If you
songs.
go all the way down to Fuji, there's 12-minute songs.
Hey, see what I'm saying? And these guys can't even last like, and it's crazy. It's crazy
Yeah.
because you have the 30-second songs which is just straight on,
Yeah.
straight off the
I
cuff,
swear,
quick.
Like,
Yeah.
with,
You know.
with the...
Just because it's catchy. So
As
that
long
30
as it
seconds
ca-
works,
yeah.
yeah.
And that's kind of unfortunately how the brain works
Works
now.
now, yeah.
It's like we have, I think...
Blame TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. It's like, I forgot what the actual accurate number is, but basically it's like a microsecond. It's like,
But
if
isn't
it
that
doesn't
a
hit you
limit?
like that, you are really inclined to just be, what
Yeah,
else? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? What's
true,
there?
yeah.
Those of the Ice Spices of our generation, the Pink
Yeah.
Panthers. For her, I love her music. Pink
Yeah.
Panthers is dope. Like with what she's doing in incorporating like garage, like old school garage, with a little bit of TikTokness and stuff. That's why all of her songs are
Yeah, look
jiggy
at
bops and
them.
stuff. You can
Yeah.
get into,
Yeah.
but they're 2 minutes
Yeah.
with like a half a chorus.
Yeah. And
And
the
then
songs
that's
are
it.
like now are like 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Quick.
Yeah. But it's like, it's so good. It's like, but it's so short, but it's so good.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'll
Yeah.
still listen to it anyway.
Low key leaving you
Yeah.
wanting more,
Exactly.
and that's kind of like where the marketing kicks in.
Is,
That's
is
where
there
all the
not like a
labels-
limit, for Spotify, I think, where
Right.
it counts as a play?
Yes, it's actually 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
10
Oh,
seconds,
it's 10
yeah.
seconds.
So if your song makes 10 seconds, that's your stream.
Wow.
got that.
That's
Is
actually,
it
So
just
that's why a lot of
Spotify?
people, Apple Music is probably 10 as well, maybe 7, something like that. But yeah, Spotify defo is 10 seconds, which is why a lot of the time where artists are promoting their music, they will always want to make sure they forget the chorus. If the chorus is catchy, cool. But if there's like a strong, like, verse,
verse.
put that there. If that verse can get on Snapchat, if it can trend on TikTok, yeah, man, I got it. And that's why a lot of artists, in the same way, bite the bullet, because it's like, as much as I wanted my song to blow like that, unfortunately, they only know for that line.
Yeah.
Or they don't even know the chorus. They just remember, oh yeah, you're that guy that said that line, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, bro, the full song. Like,
Yeah.
it's right there.
I
Just
took
listen
my
to it.
time to make this.
Yeah.
Blood, sweat, and money.
And this is what I
And this is
get.
what I get.
I feel like
So-
it's hurting like a lot of albums as well, because it's like people aren't really, even newer artists aren't really thinking about putting out a body of work, as well as they don't really have the experience,
Right,
especially when they start performing.
right.
So you could just tell it's like there's no
This is like a first time thing for them.
training.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just they're just in there and they're just like, oh, the music is blown up. Oh, this person's coming to a festival near you, and they're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
now they're just jumping over. Who was it? Was it the guy that painting called Madison? What's his name?
Notes.
No,
Painting called Madison.
no. There was.
Oh, you
somebody
talking about
else.
barking?
Yeah, barking.
Barking Rams.
How did you know?
I knew exactly what you said, but then maybe you were talking about notes, but yeah,
and I
Rams.
feel like I think he got bullied as well.
Yeah. I remember that.
So yeah,
Wait, for what? For how
because he came out to perform, but he didn't have enough training. So I think maybe it was issues with the mic and him not hearing what he
Yeah.
was, because he was basically offbeat.
It was an audio situation.
So it
So
was-
when the chorus was in, he was like maybe 20 seconds late or too early.
So
And he
yeah,
was
it was
hella
really,
out
really
of tune.
bad.
Hella
because he couldn't
out of
hear
tune,
himself.
Yeah.
So-
And bless him, because he was fully like, if you see, if you go back, he was actually trying to do his
Yeah.
thing, but people were like, "Yo, like, it's not collaborating.
Ah,
it's not
so
working,
bad.
guys."
Yeah, and
You
it
know.
wasn't his fault, but I feel like those are kind of things where you should. I feel like as a stronger artist, like if Beyonce is coming out, that's not gonna happen.
Right.
So it's just it reduces the quality of music when things get flushed out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even artists get pushed out as well, because like labels, they want their money. They don't consider not just the well-being of the artist, but they also don't consider like their delivery and like their mental health, like how it's
Absolutely.
going to be receptive. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean it has its ups and it has its
True.
downs.
Is
like-
it Omale that happened to? Or is it, what's the other? Omale, what's his name?
I think it was, wasn't it?
Was it Omale?
Yeah.
Where he was singing
What
a
are you
high
talking
note.
about?
And then-
Is it on Tiny Desk? Was it Tiny Desk?
I think it was on Tiny Desk.
and he
Was it? Yeah, I
oh,
think it
the
was
sound
on
was
Tiny. Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
it was off.
And
Like,
it's
whoa. Is it you that sang it? Like it's not.
Yeah.
Are you
it's not
sure?
giving.
it's not connecting.
Yeah,
connected.
It was
man.
really, really bad. I remember where I was when I listened
Yeah,
to that.
yeah.
It was traumatic. It imprinted on
And
my
I'm
soul.
telling you, man, and you know, you can imagine being an artist of that caliber. It's like, you know, you've kind of like on that stardom rise, and you know what I mean. So people are like all eyes on you. You know what I mean.
Exactly.
So they're expecting material, they're expecting
Exactly.
quality,
10,
and then
10.
if you're doing things like this, where of course, like every artist, like bro, we're all
Yeah,
humans.
we're all
You know what I'm
humans,
saying? Like,
yeah.
we all have our
It
hiccups,
happens.
but I think it's because we raised the bar so high with the Michael
Yeah.
Jacksons of the world,
Yeah.
the Beyonces of the world. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like, if you ain't there,
Yeah.
who are you, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
true.
You know what I mean? So
True.
that's probably the one dark side of being an artist is. But then again, that creates opportunity to be original.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of the times, maybe we're now becoming them old heads where we're, you know, too busy pointing fingers at the
Yeah.
new generation. Like, you guys are musicals, whack, da 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 da. But you can't blame them. You can't blame
Yeah,
them
you
because it's
can't,
like
but-
they think about it this time. Remember when we were growing up, yeah? Do you remember like so I'm a rap guy.
Yeah.
So listening to NWA
Yeah.
and the Tribe Called Quest of the time,
Yeah.
it was hard for me to get in because I wasn't into the Like I didn't like my name is this, and I look to the floor. Everybody know that this is the door.
Yeah.
I'm like, doggy,
It's like
it's like,
the whole Will Smith.
yeah. I was in the 50 Cents. That was me, the Nate Dogs. Like, that was me. Do you know what I mean? But then again, he blew up at the time where I was also growing up listening to and understanding music. Now, listen, I go back for research, man.
Yeah.
I'm even going 60s music. You know what I mean? I'm going
Yeah.
way back. So it's like, I now start to appreciate the more, you know what I mean? The more I
It's
mature.
interesting. Oh, yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Because I remember this. From my wife and kids, Michael said this. He was like, but artists, they don't perform the way they used to perform back in the day. Michael Jackson sweated his nose off. It didn't fall off. He didn't feel like he got and he got poof and come out somebody's side. You know what I mean? And then now they're like, yeah, sing the words.
Sing for me.
Sing for me. Nah, I paid for you to sing.
For real. Especially with that Omale thing when he brought the girl out. It was like, bruh. Like,
It's real.
you're supposed to be the artist. You're supposed to be the show.
Entertain me.
Entertain me. I paid. Do you know how much I paid? People don't make that in 1 hour. People make that in 5 hours and I'm there.
And I'm
you
here.
know?
And believe I'm standing how many
Standing
hours?
as
4
well.
hours to look at
To
your
look at
sweatiness.
you.
For you to bring
come
me
on
the
now.
mic and
bring me
sit.
the mic and sing. No, don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
and I feel like there's also it's allowed a lot more, especially for male artists. But like the female artists usually come in, like they have their dancers, you know, they're shaking everything,
Yeah,
they're
man.
flipping over.
Yeah.
But guys just come, they be jumping. Like, what the fuck?
Sam, Chris
I need
Brown makes a good
specification on
show.
what they're
Yeah,
shaking.
Chris Brown, yeah.
They're shaking.
What they're shaking?
What
What's
are they
everything?
shaking?
Yeah, I want to know what everything is.
Every body part that's
Everything
shakeable.
They're shaking the shakeables. Like they're doing everything. They're
Everything.
sweating out the blowout. Like
Hey.
everything.
Right. Okay.
Everything.
But at least they're putting work, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're giving us a
Yeah,
show,
that's what I'm
right?
saying. Like, what I feel like a lot of the male artists get away with it. They just come like. Burna Boy doesn't. I think Burna
Burna
Boy
Boy's
gives
great.
a good show.
Burna
Like,
Boy's fantastic.
I've seen Burna Boy twice now. I think
Yeah.
I'll go see him again.
Yeah.
Ashake is also good.
Mm-hmm.
Davido. Sometimes I don't know.
He's shouting.
It's, you know
He's a
what, yeah,
shouter,
it's
man.
one
He's
thing.
a
I feel
shouter.
like,
But
I
it's
feel like
passion.
I feel like if you have
I guess.
if you have the money to go for Davido's concert, you would have already accepted his voice.
Yeah.
As the way it is.
Yeah.
But then when he starts bringing the crowd on stage, like, okay, we came to see you.
Mm.
People that are bringing on stage, you're not dancing.
Imagine.
What are they doing?
Just-
Hype man, okay, 1 or 2 is enough.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing the whole of 30BG crew? Like, we didn't pay to see them on the show. Like, and then it's like, and they're just jumping. There was one time you even almost ripped up Adekule Gold's shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just jumping.
Yeah.
But calm down. Dance for us, chicks. You know when he did
He can't
Unavailable,
dance. He can't.
that was
he can't.
fine. You know, he had,
That's
they
not
had a
performing.
dance or whatever. But I just
Yeah.
feel like the whole like shouting. I mean, shouting. I don't really care for it. Like obviously, whatever his vocal range is cool, but like at least give us a show. Like I want to know that you at least rehearse this.
But that's the
Yeah.
way
before
he
you
gives the
came
show,
out.
though.
Yeah.
Like that's just how he is.
That's why I
Like you
wouldn't
can
go
tell from
for-
all like his concerts. That's just how he can't dance. As like I said, he
But
couldn't even do that.
you can have dancers behind
His own
you.
dance.
He can only do that little move that he created, and that's it. The guy can't
Yeah.
dance. You know,
You can have dancers because obviously artists have dancers as
Yeah,
well.
he does
Even
dance
when
sometimes.
Burna Boy was doing this song, I can't remember the name of the song. He brought out pole dancers, and they were doing their own thing because it wasn't a song where he would be dancing. It was like a
Right.
sensual song.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the song. I don't want to sing it because I don't know what my voice is.
What's your vocal
sound
range?
like.
Let's say the vocal
Not
range.
going to get me. But yeah, he it wasn't a song that he would dance to, but the
Right.
dancers were doing the thing. He was just sat down singing, but dancers were doing the thing. I
they
don't
were doing the thing.
But it's like at least, I don't know. I think that's where also the rivalry comes from. Especially within like the big three. It's like, okay,
Right.
it's almost like I feel like in I don't want to say Burna Boy's was because Burna Boy is very risky. Don't please. But like I feel like in what's it called? How do I put this? How do I frame this? In their words,
Mhm.
he would be like an industry plant
Right.
because writers, like you're not a vocalist. It's like you're just put there
You're just
and
put
you're
there for
just
face.
and you're not a dancer.
Right.
Like
Hey, they were no fans, eh?
how much of an entertainer are you?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Whereas Burna Boy can actually sing.
Mm.
And I think Wizkid probably writes his own
Yeah.
Right.
writes his own music. So it's like, okay, in terms of artistry, this is what you bring. but I feel like I don't know how much of Davido's input is in all of his music.
You can probably argue the same thing with like Michael Jackson, because there's been so many theories out there.
He was
where
an entertainer though. If he
He-
comes
he
on
knew how to
stage, nobody
entertain.
would do what Michael Jackson
Oh
is doing
yeah,
for
1,000%,
him.
Yeah.
1,000%.
But then Davido is not the same. Do you get what I mean?
No.
You can
That's
say
a
the same. You can say the
distinction.
same for Cardi B too. Just
Yeah.
like all her music.
Yeah.
But I feel like Cardi B is a good performer though.
She can perform.
She's a good performer.
Yeah.
Like rehearsals, like especially, and I feel like one of the few things that draws Cardi's fans is her fashion. Like
Right.
Her
Her
personality too.
Exactly,
Personality, yeah.
exactly. She has a lot of things. I think maybe that's what it is with Davido. I
That's what I think. That's what it is.
yeah, maybe
too.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
I think his personality and his philanthropy, would I say? And yeah, I think when Whiskey called him a influencer or something like that.
Influencer.
An influencer.
Was it him that he
yeah.
called an influencer?
Yeah.
Wait, Whiskey. What about?
Or was
Crazy.
it, who did he call an
It's
influencer?
crazy.
I can't remember who it was. But
I believe it was. Yeah.
Or was it on Jazzy? Ooh, well, isn't that facts
I
from
don't need
producer?
to-
Produce now.
Internet, you will look for us. You look for us. You look for
Produce
us.
the information now.
We're for us. We're just doing. For us, we're
I
just
don't even know
doing
what
gossip.
incident you lot are talking about. If I knew the incident.
No, but you know what it is. I think you can argue a lot of people are quote unquote industry plant, right? Because there's a blurred line. There's like a blurred line where you can tell where someone who has worked their way to where they are and
Yeah.
And
those who are
actually
like
has talent.
yeah, and actually bring something to the table, while those who are just like, you know what, you have the face.
Yeah, and then
Let's-
obviously
let's see
It
what
was
you can
sorry.
do.
It was Wizkid calling Don Jazzy an influencer.
Don't, yeah.
So you forgot completely.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned the Jazzy.
No, in my head I was thinking it would be a Davido thing to do. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, sorry, it was Davido. It was Whiskey.
It was
It was
Wizkid.
Wizkid.
That called
Yeah.
Don Jazzy. Oh
Yeah.
wow, an influencer.
yeah. Because listen,
I
a
think
lot of
they're
the
cool now,
times.
though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
fam, he owns a record label. Like, do you know his artists are making good music?
They're doing their thing.
Good,
man.
good. So if you're
I feel
opening
like-
up to say something like that, but look at what he's producing.
Yeah,
Come on
I feel
now.
like Don Jazzy, like, because he obviously has influence. He has a lot of influence.
Yeah.
And he has a lot of following on social media. So
Yeah.
it makes sense that he promotes his artists. Like,
Duh,
it's just-
yeah.
I think
That's
that
how it works.
was very. It's given hateration.
Yeah, it's definitely giving hater.
Hateration.
Hey, that's a new one there, boy. I like
a
that
new
one.
one.
I'm
I was
not gonna
stealing
take
that
credit
one.
for it. It's
I
in
was
Mary J.
stealing that.
Blige's. It's in Mary J. Blige's. Yeah, don't
Copyright.
need no hateration. Yeah,
Oh wow.
is it?
It just clocked.
Is that the bar?
Yeah.
Hateration.
That
That cannot be the line.
No.
Is it? Or maybe I.
No.
Do you not know it? No, it's like.
What's the
pull
song
up,
called
like,
again?
Oh my day! It has to be like a top song.
Let's get it cracked up.
Yeah.
Imagine.
We don't need no hater.
Oh no. Wait, even if you Google the lyrics, I'm sure it should
Yeah, it'll
bring that
pop.
out.
But
Like,
you know, like a lot of people, right? You know, especially like
Okay.
rappers, especially a lot of rappers, they credit it a lot on their obviously wordplay and what they say, right? Because that's what makes a rapper a rapper. So I'm pretty sure you guys know about the whole Kendrick and Drake situation, and you know
Yeah.
Drake being the guy,
They don't
he's
like
always been.
us. They don't
You hear what I'm
like us.
saying? Like he's been heavily criticized about his writing credibility because he doesn't write
Right,
per se
yeah.
his songs. But then people would argue the fact that he's not necessarily like your everyday rapper. He's a pop guy. He's an R&B. He does other things like I mean,
Yeah,
this
like,
isn't just his
but
own
he
bag.
he goes to whoever
But
he
you
wants
hear
to
what
go
I'm
to
saying?
and
Like,
make it, get
am
music
I
off.
right?
Find other
Oh,
people.
it is
What was
hateration.
it?
It is
Hateration.
hateration. That's literally what
that a word?
I literally typed in Mary J. Blige. Don't need no, and it came up.
Hateration.
It came
Hal-
up. Family.
yeah.
Family.
What's the next?
affair.
What's the
Family
next-
affair.
What's the next line? Don't need
Next
no
line.
haters.
Holleration.
Holleration in this dancery.
In dancery.
Listen.
At me.
Mad.
Yeah.
Do you know, 'cause I was
So
too young to-
hateration is
It's a word.
it's been there.
But is it a word itself?
I don't think it's a word
Or she just
itself.
made it up for the
MJB made it a word. It's a
Yeah.
word.
It's a word.
Yeah,
She
hateration.
sealed
Stop
it.
haterating.
She sealed it. Yeah.
You earn your hater rating. Yeah, but
so,
yeah, so people will argue there's that, but then you also have the guys like Michael Jackson, who's also known for not writing all these music, all his biggest hits.
Yeah, I mean,
Ain't him.
Beyonce doesn't write, like, I feel like my point is, Beyonce doesn't write some of her songs as well,
Right.
but she is, like, She's
able
an
to.
artist. She's a
Iconic,
vocalist.
she's good.
Like she can sing.
can still do
She can
things, yeah.
actually sing. So her talent might not be like being a writer. She's a vocalist though. She's a dancer. Like she'll put on a great show.
Yeah.
She put a lot of detail into her show. So that's what I mean by like when you say someone's a plant, it's like what are you actually bringing? Like
Yeah.
when they saw you, what attracted you to that person?
What's
Like
the
were you why were you signed? Like were you signed because you're a great artist, because you're a great dancer, or like or did you just get into music?
If you
just
start
'cause-
doing the work talk there, I'm telling you, man, a lot of these, say, industry people,
Hey,
you
we
know,
gonna be
look
here
into-
for a minute. If we
Look at they look into the black community, the ones who are not really
Yeah.
striving, the ones who, you know what I mean, are always doing the too much yappy and be thinking, hey, let's just bring someone and make them the face of that community, so they have someone there to. You guys know what I'm talking about, man. You guys know what I'm talking about. But before we get in trouble and get cancelled, before we
you
get
even
finished. But yeah, you just have those scenarios that happen. So. Yeah, but I mean, as much as there's the dark side, there's always the fun side of music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I grew up in a family of, I would say creative. There was a lot of creative people in my family.
I don't know why. I thought you were gonna say a family of 8. I don't know why. And I just sorry,
Like
we're a
hella
family
siblings.
I don't know why. I just thought you were gonna say that.
No, I'm a family of 5.
5.
Yeah,
Wow,
family of
close.
5, yeah, family of 5. So, yeah, like my mum was a singer from church.
Oh,
Yeah, and you know what it is? It's
nice.
funny because with my mum, she always likes to downplay those type of things. She was, oh no, we just go to church. Everyday typical African mum, man. We go to church, we do our thing. But I'll be seeing her sometime in church leading,
whole
praise, leading
choir,
I'm thinking, what's happening? You know what I mean? But I think all credit really goes to not only my mum but my older sister as well. So she kind of was the one who really brought that to, a thing in the house. So. Then there's me, who just typical boy. You know what I mean?
Dabble
What
here and
would you like? Football. I was into wrestling. I was into guy stuff. And then I kind of thought, hey, let's just try this music thing and see what happens. First bars I ever said was Ludacris. I don't know if you remember that song, Act a Fool. Act a Fool. You don't know?
Nah, these guys are not gonna know.
Damn.
That
And your 90s. And your 90s, right? Your 90s.
There's a different variation of
Type.
yeah.
But yeah, I remember saying that to my friends, and my friends were like, yo. But the ones there, you tried to act like as if it's your original, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
no one has ever said these lines before. It's like, yo, maybe you should start doing it. You think so? I don't lit, but yeah, I think that just kind of prompted me into, let's just see where it goes. And then thank God, meeting guys like ID and another good friend of ours, Meekin, shout out to him, just kind of gave me a platform to just be like, hey, let's just see what's up. And then here we are.
Here we are.
I still remember the first
You remember
time.
that? Yeah, it's
Next
just
to
crazy,
Weekend's
man.
flat. That was
I said the first time.
it was
No,
crazy.
you never forget your verse.
No.
You never
no.
forget your verse.
In both instances, no.
The cheesy talk. Hey, but I'm telling you, man, like it was a. Nah, maybe I'm going too cheesy. Life changing, you know what I mean? But I think it was just a thing where, being able to put something out, because being an artist is all about vulnerability, right? And growing up, I was an extrovert. Like I'm always, you know what I mean, here to. But when it came to like really deep stuff, like personal stuff, I'm like, hey, just know me for the smiley kid. Just know me for this, know me for that. But when I start, showing my true emotions and stuff, and then people realizing that, like, wow, like you actually have a lot of deep things to say, kind of helped build that confidence that I kind of needed to be like, okay, well, since you guys are enjoying it, what about the rest of the world? Let's just see what happens. And yeah, so far so good, I guess. So far so good. So
First of all, I'd like to say you mentioned your sister, so shout out to Esro. Go check her
yeah,
out. Check out her
Esro, man.
music.
Esro, she's doing it.
Second of all, we did get a bit light, but you know me, I like to go dark.
Oh, here we go.
So we're going back dark.
Oh.
So I wanted to talk about TikTok again, but in terms of the new wave of drill music, do we think it has a link to the violence or the increase in violence we see? Or do we think that's just the generation coming up?
Should I go first?
Yeah.
If I be completely honest, in the beginning, I kind of just put 2 and 2 together. I was like, come on, it's like no brainer. If anything, it just enhances it more. And you know, growing up, I always kind of tried to make sense of things where it's like, okay, say if this guy has issues with this guy from another area and you're putting yourself on camera, are you not like exposing yourself? And especially if it's something that's gonna, you know, haunt you in the future where you get arrested and then the police are like, you know, because now what the police were using
lyrics
as evidence.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know if they've stopped that or if they're still.
No, it's still a thing.
Bruh.
Yeah.
So it's like, are you helping yourself out here? Because fair enough, maybe if the bars are catchy and you know what I mean, it can bang, then cool.
I feel like
but at the same time, it's like, you're not helping yourself, you know what I'm saying?
There's been a lot of self-snitching. I feel like some people...
Exactly.
That's so stupid.
They want the rep more than, like, they don't really care or they don't really, like... I wouldn't say they don't care. I think they definitely care about not going to prison. I think they don't think about it.
Yeah.
It's just not, like, they're not thinking, oh, is this going to happen? Or, like,
Right.
Like, they're going to link this back to me.
Right.
They don't think about that. I don't think so. I think it's just... out of their mind.
I just feel like they just want to be cool. I don't think like they know what their lyrics are saying. They know like, you know, it's not just their fans that are watching it. You know, it's just they just want to be there. They just want to be part of those people.
They would argue that they're just rapping the truth,
and that's what I was gonna get into after because after now I've been watching quite a few more like UK documentaries when it comes to like the whole gang life and stuff. And I grew up in Sydenham. So Sydenham, when I was like growing up and I was young, it was really like a really small, like almost a village. You know what I mean? But with time, gentrification happened and whatever. But I remember living in so I wasn't in a bad neighborhood. It was the surrounding areas around there where it's like you had to know people if you want to be able to go to certain places, right? So that's how you kind of build a rapport with people and whatever. But in the grand scheme of things, everybody's really to themselves. I don't want to get too. I mean, unless you want to, but of course, because you have the occasional like
things happening.
Things happening and whatnot. But everybody's to themselves. But it's just like you mentioned it. I think the target audience is like the 13-year-olds. It's the teens, right? The teens to the 19, 20, right?
Yeah.
And of course, you want to go scientific with it. The whole how your brain works. When they're so fixated on like something that's like deemed cool to them, it's like, oh, okay, cool. That's what everybody's on.
Exactly.
So I need to be that. Listen, in my primary school, I had so many white friends, right, who in no way, shape, or form know anything about like whatever. Fair enough, they love the culture, they love the music and stuff, but they know nothing about it. But then you be seeing them with a pouch. You be seeing them with, you know what I mean, rocking like the text and you're like.
Fair enough. Pants as well, a bit low. Yeah,
and you're like,
that was
like, isn't your dad Greg calling you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Like, so you can argue that they're rapping their truths. You can argue that they're also in that lifestyle. It's a weird blurred line. You know what I mean? I think it just really just depends on who is repping or rapping these things.
I think there is some sort of a correlation in terms of like artists and the culture.
Yeah.
Like they definitely do influence like the culture.
Oh yeah.
And that also includes like kids.
Mm-hmm.
Because like an artist could come out and have a certain fashion. Say for example, like Wizkid came out with the hats, the baseball hat or whatever, and the shirt or whatever when his time, and a lot of guys were wearing that.
Doing that, yeah.
And it's like if you're saying that these rappers are rapping their truth, then if you can transfer or like if they can influence people with their style and all of these things, like would it not make sense that they're also influencing people with what they're speaking about in their music and the kind of energy they're putting out there, the kind of even when they go for shows and things come up and the kind of energy, I'm going to do this to you, I'm going to do that to you, the threats they're making, all of that is still part of it. Makes it now become the culture of drill. And for drill listeners or like their fans or whatever, it's like I feel like guys pick up some sort of like, I don't know, maybe not just guys. I think a lot of people are easily influenced. I would say that. I mean, Donald Trump said people should drink bleach. Some people actually drank bleach to cure COVID.
That's so true.
So it's like, I don't think it's obviously if you're a level-headed person. And you have your own beliefs and everything, it's like it's easy for you to say like it doesn't make any sense. Like where are you gonna get that from? But some people are really, really like
gullible.
Yeah.
But then
and
hence
will
why they
take it
target
in.
that audience, that
Yeah.
teen-year-olds, because
Yeah.
that's like the way. If
Exactly.
anything, they're really the wave. They're the one that's gonna take over in
Yeah.
terms of what is next in music.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, with the whole Ice Spice is now where she is, the Pink Panthers and all these other people who are where they are. I want to kind of touch on what you said, yeah. I was in central London a week ago. I forgot what I was doing there, but I was just whatever. So I'm walking through the town centre, just looking at shops and whatever, right? And I see a couple. See the guy, and they're young. They look like about 16, 17, whatever. So I'm just, just quick glance and whatever, move on. But I'm overhearing their conversation, right? And they're just talking about how, oh, yo, like, I can't wait to, I forgot the artist's name. It's a UK artist. I forgot his name. But basically a drill artist, right? Say, yo, I can't wait to meet this guy. It's going to be lit. I say, yeah, bro, it's going to be lit. And then I remember kind of like glancing over to look at the girl, right? Why was it the girl, the one talking like that? Saying, yo, bro, I can't wait to go watch this guy, bro. This is going to be... I swear to God, I almost had a heart attack. I couldn't believe... Because I was just like, you really sound like... I couldn't
Like,
believe it, bro. Like, yeah, like, bro, what you saying, bro? Like, yeah, calm, bro. Like, yeah. And that, bro, I just said, guys, like...
Maybe
you know what?
she just go around boys or something.
And this
like
is where I
that.
was just, I don't want to go too far with the
Yeah.
judgmental thing, because, you know what I mean? Because like everybody, you're
I was
product
gonna
of your
say,
environment.
if she's a tomboy, cool. But if she's a
No,
girl,
like she was
like,
wearing...
that is not
She
attractive.
was wearing a dress.
Like, girls need to know it's not attractive.
Okay, first of all, women don't do things just to be attractive to you, man.
No, it's not just that, but it's still not nice. Like, you can't sit in a room and
It's not civil, maybe. It's not,
Maybe
like-
it's just not... I'm not going to say
It's not
normal. It's not
like,
common.
It's not, yeah,
know what I'm
like,
saying?
it's like
Yeah, 'cause obviously-
imagine a guy saying, "Hey, babes,
Hi.
you're right." You're like, "Yo, babe, what you, calm
Yeah,
down,
but then
put it back down."
But then there are girls that like, oh, like I want a road man. Like I want a guy that's this, that's that.
So girls say that, but like, why are you the roadman yourself?
I hear that.
There's somebody for everybody, right?
No,
But
true,
let's believe.
true,
like,
true,
like
there
they
is.
have their
Beauty's in
people
the eye of the
that they're
beholder,
like,
dude.
Right?
All right,
so,
guys.
so I think it's more about just, it's just the culture. Yeah.
Yes, there is that. I mean, a lot of people. I don't know what's what do they call him? West London. What do they call him? West London.
Western?
Well, I mean, we know his real name.
Oh, Digga D.
No, the guy who makes the jokes about how people from
Oh, Abraham.
Abraham. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's this guy. He does a TikTok where he pretends like how certain people from certain regions of London.
Oh
will act like. Yeah. So when it comes to the south,
Yeah.
it's always gritty.
Yeah.
Like, when it's the girl, it's like, oh, she has to be. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like fair
Yeah.
enough. If you believe how South girls are like that, then that's disappointing because they're not all like that. Okay?
Yeah.
So relax.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm pretty
And
sure
then-
East London's the worst, but come on, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
There's one bit where he's just like, there's two like nice and two like killer. Oh my gosh.
Is that it?
What bit is that
West
one?
London.
Is it West London?
that's the worst.
No.
That's the
That's
worst.
bad.
Okay, I was
yeah.
gonna say my argument for that for influence in music is there's a reason why movie have ratings, and there's a reason why some movies are 12A, some movies are PG. So influence does come from entertainment. So I think we do need to be a bit more careful with what we're putting out
Yeah.
and maybe age restrict certain things. But moving on, I want to talk a bit more about you, Vintage. Tell us a bit more about what is coming up. Bearing in mind this is coming out mid-September.
Wow. You see, it's difficult for me to answer these type of questions because I'm a type of artist where I love creating. I love being in a space, like for example, a room like this where we have a writer or we have someone who's doing like keys and instrumentals. I love that type of space, right? And me just doing what I need to do. I have a song that's already out. It's called Hey Ma. Little sign for the ladies, little sign, little tropical summery vibe for y'all. You know what I mean? So that was a fun project to do. That actually was something which was going to lead me into a bigger project, a little EP that I got coming out end of September, I believe. End of September, maybe mid-September, depending if things run smoothly. But yeah, I guess the concept is just vibes as always. That's kind of like my go-to thing. Everybody kind of knows me for making vibe music. But I kind of want to start doing something a bit more creatively different. So being a bit more vulnerable, showing you a bit of a side that you guys probably haven't, or some people who've listened to my stuff haven't heard from yet. So just kind of dipping my toes in things and just seeing what works, what sticks, what doesn't, and then kind of see from there.
Nice.
Yeah. So hopefully if things go well, if things go smooth,
Yeah.
then I can give you guys even more bigger projects where we can
Yeah.
probably work into the albums. And I hate that word because as an artist, it puts too much pressure. So much pressure because it's like, I'm pretty sure artists watching, they would attest to say that their dream project is to be of the likes of like the Thriller. You know what I mean? Like, or those who like rap is the Good Kid, Mad City, the Kendricks, you know what I mean? The Tupacs and stuff like that. So to reach that caliber, that'd be great. But if not, of course, you know, aspiring upcoming artists takes time. Build your, what's the word?
Report.
I would say your arsenal.
Portfolio.
Yeah, your portfolio, your arsenal, like kind of build on your skills and what works with you and what, you know, makes everybody happy.
Yeah.
Okay. You did say you're an actor at the start.
Yes.
What
yes,
have
I
you
am.
done that we can see you and shout yourself out, man?
What have I done?
I better see you in Deadpool. You know?
Well, the one that's out.
He was one of the dead
Yeah, one of the Deadpool just chilling. You know what I mean? Wait, you're spoiling. Oh, you're spoiling. Look, you're spoiling.
It's all right.
It wasn't me. It was them.
I'll deal with Ian later.
Why just me?
I think a lot of the per se silver screen we call it, so the TV screens. There was a little cameo I did. This was back in 2020 maybe. It was on BBC Three. It was called Flatmates, and it was literally just the story of how how flatmates are, almost like Friends. It was almost like Friends vibe, but just imagine a UK version of it. Yeah, so I played one of the main actresses' dates because there was a time in the episode where she feels like she isn't pretty enough or she feels like she hasn't been getting the attention she wants. So she's like, you know what? I'm just going to go on like Tinder or whatever and just go on plenty of dates and see what happens, right? So lucky
You're
for
a
me.
love interest.
So I was a love interest. So what was actually funny to me, there was 3 other extras and they were called date 1, date 2, date 3. I was date 4. So all the other dates up to me, they were all like red flags. They always had something wrong with them, right? And I come along, right? And I was told that, just be the most like romantic gentleman guy you could ever be, stuff, right? And if you guys get a chance to watch it, there's a scene where I'm with her, we're just giggling, laughing, just kind of fillers, because in acting, they kind of tell you just add fillers, just freestyle anything, just pretend you guys are on a real date. And the ex to the girl comes through, right? And apparently we were supposed to have a scene where we were going to like have a little scruffle, right? But then because it was a BBC Three show, it was kind of like family hours and stuff, they just thought, just keep it as PG as you can. And so for them to come in and do what they need to do with the scene, bro, they told me that the actress was supposed to kind of like finesse me. So I was supposed to be like a finessed date where it's like, oh, I'll save your name as pizza guy or something like that. Yeah, wherever I need someone, just and I just thought, is that what you guys see me? I was like, what? So you guys don't think I'm just a nice pretty phrase? I'm also finesse. Just like
get the head and bread and leave.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. In fact, that's probably my worst fear. My worst fear if I was to ever be on a date.
Really?
Imagine for me to put my all in and then.
I feel like a lot
The
of
guy
guys
that
have...
puts his all in. Would that be your name?
Imagine only to be called whenever she's hungry.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I feel like a lot of guys have that fear, but like when just don't bring that around me, please. Like, heal your trauma because.
So you shouldn't gonna say me as like Domino's or Nando's or something?
Listen, I have money. If I'm hungry,
Hey!
whatever I want to
Sorry.
do. I beg.
Facts.
Go and heal your trauma. Don't bring that to me, I beg. Like, it's your fault for... Like, why are you chasing hungry girls?
No, true though, and as well,
It's so
don't think-
annoying.
just because you've experienced it once doesn't mean every girl
Of
is
course,
Yeah,
of
don't be
course,
like,
of
oh, let's
course,
go on
of
a
course.
walk. You and who is going on a walk?
Innit? Let's go for a coffee date. I drink coffee in the morning when I'm going to work. Relax. Like that's the only time I'm having coffee. I'm not coming. Like,
It's so annoying.
what the hell, man?
It's
Hey
like...
man, everybody's different, Everybody's different. I guess you just, that's a story for another time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, there's always someone for someone out there. Some people actually do like coffee dates. So,
yeah,
just
that's
put that
that's.
out there.
I mean, there are actually people that go to coffee shops. Like, that's a thing for them. But it's like, if it's not my thing, like,
Yeah, it's not my
Yeah.
thing.
Compensate.
compensate. for the guy.
Like if you say if you're feeling the guy and the guy wants to go for coffee, why not?
Beg. If you're feeling me, you'd you'd compensate for me. Ah. Beg.
But look, I digress. But yeah, lately I've been more into theatre. Theatre's kind of been my go-to bag. I love
I really wanted to go.
I think you guys would love theatre.
I have been to theatre. It was the guy. I don't remember his actual name, but he was Wes Gibbons from what's the name of this show? How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh yes.
I can't remember his actual
Okay, his
name.
name up.
Wes
Yes.
Gibbons.
But I remember him as Wes in How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah.
But I saw his show live. I can't remember what it was he was playing, but it was based in South
Christoph
Africa.
Edmonds, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chris, yes.
Oh, so good looking. Anyway.
Wow.
You hear it live. Sex podcast.
I saw him in real life. He was so tall and he was so sweet.
Right.
But then it's like a lot of people are going up to him, and I'm just so very conscious of people's spaces. I didn't want to like just be one of the people like, oh my god, I love your music.
Grippy.
I'm like, I love you. Yeah, I just wanted to give him his space. I can't be one of those people.
Yeah.
I just wanted to respect his space.
Of course.
So I saw him over, and then he was just saying hello to people, just saying hi to everyone. I was just like, oh, okay. Like, but it was nice to see his show because after the show they were saying hi to everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't go up to him.
No, you
do I
didn't.
regret it? No. Yeah.
There'll always be another time.
I don't think
I
it's
want
something
to
I look
show my
forward
face. You need to
to.
see that I saw you, so you see me, and we're gonna see each other.
I just
I
want
want
to
to
do
do
Can you
that.
believe?
It's
He
just,
had a good role in How to Get Away with Murder. As
Yeah,
well.
did.
yeah, he
Yeah.
really did. He
Definitely.
really did. And in the theatre show, he was really good as well. He was the lead actor, so he did really good. So yeah.
Well, speaking of great shows, it's the time to recommend something. Could be a show, could be a movie, could be a song, could be an album, could be anything. Anything entertainment-wise. What do you want the people, the sexy people at home, to check out this week?
Is this random? Is this like for?
It could be anything.
So what should we start with? You start with a movie. Make sure you guys watch Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, Ashake's released his new album,
Oh yeah.
Oh
What's it
yeah,
called?
I'm yet to hear that.
Lungu Boy.
Yeah.
Lungu Boy.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, it's Ashake. I know the name of his.
What does it mean?
You know his discography, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not very impressed with his latest album. Like,
Oh, have you heard
some
it?
Oh,
songs,
so
yeah.
you're not saying it as like one of the music for everyone.
I think obviously the wave and the songs, the collaborations he did, one with Central C and Travis Scott.
Oh yeah.
Those are nice.
That's the album, right?
Yeah, I feel like I'm still trying to get into, and I'm struggling. I don't like that I'm struggling because with his first, I think he really changed his sound a lot, and I don't know where the pressure came from. I don't know if he just wanted to explore as an artist. I think it's giving exploration. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to find
Just sing what
myself.
works.
If you're known for something, it's like everyone knows Ashake, you know,
Yeah.
from his last album.
Yeah,
So it's like if you're not changing it,
Afrobeats
it's like,
and
yeah.
what's the name of the South African house?
I'm a piano.
Amapiano. That's usually his sound.
Yeah.
But now he literally, it's like he went around the world.
Yeah.
And
And that's what happens. That's what happens with artists. I don't think artists should be afraid to explore. I think
yeah, so I'm not judging.
yeah.
I feel like you would find something there for you
Yeah.
But-
yeah.
compared to his last two like the works that he put out. It's just very different.
The thing is, people like what they like. So let's say you have one specific, what do you call it? Niche.
Right.
So you have this niche of people that listen to certain sound
Like, this
from
is me,
yours.
yeah.
But if you're not venture out of it, people are going to be like, rah, like,
Right.
where's what I
Yeah,
been
yeah,
hearing?
what
Like,
was
I want to
it?
hear,
What
do you know
I
what I mean?
like from
So
you.
there's going to be people who are going to critique that as well. So
Yeah, I feel like, but I think artists should still be allowed to explore.
yeah.
Like you can't put
Yeah.
too much, because at the end of the day, he might do this now and come back with, because Ashake is very, very hardworking.
Versatile.
Versatile,
Every other week, like a new album. I mean, every other year, a new album.
Mr.
So
Money
I'm
Imagine.
expecting. I'm still looking forward to his next album.
Yeah,
Like I have
yeah.
hope, but
Yeah.
yeah, his albums are. You guys should go listen to it.
Definitely.
Maybe what are you recommending?
No. Well, there's
Give us a
nothing-
pop. Give us an R&B.
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know.
You
Like,
look
I'm
like
not
you're in
listening-
your R&B bag.
Am I?
Yeah.
How would you know?
I don't know.
You look
Do you know
like.
what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of old school Brandy. Remember Brandy?
Okay.
Yeah, boy is mine era.
Okay.
Remember that? Look
What's
at your
giving
face.
you that?
You don't know.
I know the song, obviously.
Okay.
Oh, I
But,
thought you were shaking your head like you didn't know.
Yeah, like, 'cause your face is like-
But it's just not my vibe. Like I don't see it as her vibe either right
Nah,
now.
it's not
You're not
really
into
though.
that. Okay, fair
Not
enough.
like I'm not into like I'm.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's not what
something new.
It's not what I'm listening
like,
to right now.
Yeah, got you.
What am I even listening to right now? That's a good question.
Rock.
Okay, so in terms of so in terms of what to recommend, I've been watching. This is so out of what everyone's even spoken about.
Oh.
But I've watched Too Hot to Handle.
Yes.
Oh, the one
That's
that's
like
on
a
Netflix.
reality, reality
right,
TV.
right.
That's interesting. I just finished watching the recent one. Yeah, but I don't watch Love Island, which is so weird because they're like similar in it, right?
I've only ever watched
Ish.
the Ovi. Is that his name? Ovi.
Ovi.
That
from
was
Love
the
Island.
only ever one I ever watched, and apparently they said that was like probably one of the best
Really?
since. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of lucky that I was like, okay, if this is the hype, then maybe I
Yeah,
shouldn't.
the last
even.
one wasn't really. They didn't even have a reunion. The last one.
Mad.
Really?
I think it's really on its way out in the UK.
Well, Love Island.
Yeah.
I mean, they still get bare views. I don't think that's dying down anytime soon. But it's just not for me. I say that, but I watch Too Hot to Handle. So.
Anyway, my recommendation would be Gotham because I've just started watching that. Last
Yeah.
couple of weeks, yeah.
Okay.
So if you
That's a
haven't seen-
series.
It's a series. If you haven't seen it, watch Gotham City.
Is that like Batman? But
Yeah.
like another side of Batman?
It's
Yeah.
basically
When
the
he's young.
beginning of Batman.
Ah.
You get to see when his parents got killed and how he grew up after that.
Ah,
After
okay.
that,
More
yes.
like in more detail. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
watch
really
that.
good.
That's interesting.
It's crazy because the story low-key follows the detective, right?
It follows the detective.
Yeah,
more.
kind of like the detective side
Gordon,
of
yeah.
things. You know, it almost feels like Batman's like the side character. He's like,
Yeah.
you'll see him in certain episodes
Right.
where he will be like the main vocal point, but then
Yeah.
most of the time it's like other stuff of Gotham, things that people
Okay.
are aware of. Yeah.
Okay, well, so if you are watching Too Hot to Handle, let us know what you're thinking of it right now in the comments below. If you
Yeah.
have seen Deadpool, let us know what you think.
Yeah.
And if you've listened to Ashake,
Lungu boy.
Lunga Boy, let us know what you think as well. And if you're watching Gotham City as well, let us know what you think. Either way, let us know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you for tuning in. We've been the Sex Podcast. I'll let the girls outro themselves.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Till next time.
Till next time.
Yeah.
We'll be here
Bye.
again.
Oh, everything of Vintage will be in the description as well, so check it out.
just
Yeah.
somewhere here, somewhere underneath
Just
here.
right here.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
comment,
you guys
like,
are
yeah.
Can you even
somewhere
see
around
that?
I'm one of those guys who be like, wait, click here and then click here if you want to subscribe to Sex, click there.
Put a thumbs up as
There
well.
you go.
Thanks.
Nah, bless.
you.
Thank you for having me.